My name is Robert Bodell. I'm not going to be around much longer. And when I do go, it's going to be murder. It's going to be murder by adjusting my drugs, by denying me medical equipment, denying me access to medical care, and denying me access to my medical records. People involved in this is Dr. Roy Boone, Kenai VA Medical Outpatient Clinic in Kenai, Alaska. Look up Doctor Complaints, Roy Boone with an E, Kenai, Alaska. Google that. Everybody gives him 1 star. You ever see a 3-star doctor that was still in private practice? This guy's a 1 star. The only reason he's a doctor is because Timothy Ballard keeps him around. Boone, I gave him my medical records all the way back to when I came into the VA. And he never entered those into the local system. He never returned them. The records I have been able to get are the records that he put into the system. Those records that I have show that he manipulated my drugs, denied me access to medical equipment, and made false statements. That's a big one. It's all there. Excuse me. And I tried to call his office to get my records. Debbie McCarthy spoke to me. She says, "There's nothing I can do." And she couldn't tell me who to call. So I called the main number there in Anchorage VA Hospital, where most of these people work out of. They couldn't help me. I called the 800 number. I called the, what do you call it? It's the number you call when you can't get help anywhere else. The advocate, yeah. Advocate's office says, "I can't help you." Contacted the VA. Washington, D.C. They said they couldn't help me. It's on the internet. They weren't even interested. I replied to them. I said, "Well, I thought you'd at least like to see my documents." No reply. I contacted the White House, to the president. Well, evidently the president doesn't read everything that's addressed to the president. Somebody else reads it. Somebody out there decided that I didn't deserve to live. nothing happened. The one place I got a reply from is the governor of Alaska's office. I have a letter from them that says they contacted Cynthia Joe, the chief of staff for the state of Alaska, for the VA system. She told them that she had spoken to me and take care of my problem. She didn't. When I called her, she refused to return my phone calls. Cover up. I called her boss, Timothy Ballard. He didn't want to talk to me. Wouldn't return my calls. Well, I started spreading things around the internet. And his family and friends all found out about it. He called me. He says he didn't appreciate my methods. I said, well, I don't appreciate being murdered, left to die. I guess my methods worked, didn't they? He called me back. Well, then he decided he'd blame it on me. He said, well, you said you had head injuries. Maybe you forgot. I said, well, if I did forget, it's because those injuries were untreated and they were caused by the VA and not giving me the shoe inserts for my shoes so I could walk without falling down. Well, then he says, well, those records are all in the system. I didn't really believe him, so I said, well, bring them up and let's see if they are. So he said, well, I don't know where they're at. I'll have to find out. This is a guy that runs the main hospital here in Alaska. Somebody from out of state comes in and they get shot or hurt or drowned or whatever. They need their medical records accessed. Ballard don't know how to do this. He's the one who runs the whole show up here. So I just hung up on him. I knew he's full of crap. Well, an hour or two later, he called me back. And he says, I've got your records. I said, you see my CPAP in there? He said, yep. I said, you see my cancer in there? He says, yes. I said, how about my shoe inserts? Yeah. My cancer? Yeah. It's all there. See, back there the first day that I entered the VA system, they put me in a hospital for poor circulation. I said, yeah. I said, okay. So what are we going to do? He says, well, he says, if you'll call Kenai and talk to Debbie McCarthy, he says, go give these records to you. She has them in her hand. I didn't believe him. Not a bit. He's got a reputation of being a flat-out liar. He'd lie to his mother. Well, I called Debbie McCarthy, and she verified with it. Ballard told her to give me my records. I asked her, and she said yes. Her voice cracked. I asked her, have you got my records right there in your hand? She says, yes. Her voice cracked again. I says, all right. I says, well, what kind of arrangements we have? I says, I don't never know when I'm going to get a ride over there. Just whenever my PCA says he's going to Kenai, I says, it's the only time I have to come to pick him up. So how do I pick him up? She says, well, we're moving my office. It's been several months ago, and it ain't moved yet. I mean, if you saw this little ass place, they could move that whole cotton picking out patient clinic in 20 minutes. It's nothing. It's a little storefront. Well, long story short, she was supposed to send them in the mail. They never came. So I called Ballard back. He wouldn't return my calls. I called Debbie McCarthy back. She wouldn't return my calls. Nothing. Well, apparently Debbie McCarthy found out that I record all my phone calls. And she decided, well, you got a recording me saying I'm going to send those medical records and they didn't come. That makes me look guilty. So she decided that no matter what she did, she was going to at least lose her career and probably go to jail. So she decided to let the cat out of the bag. She threw Ballard under the bus. Yeah. He kicked him under there, and she stomped on his head to hold him there. Well, the way it actually went was Ballard could have mailed me those medical records himself, but I had to make him be the bad guy. So he called Debbie McCarthy and told her to just give me the runaround and get rid of me. Well, usually that's what happened, you know. Get people run around, they don't call back. Well, it didn't work that way. I don't go away easy. I'm here to haunt them. I'm here to haunt them long after I die. Well, if she didn't tell me that and give me that runaround, she'd lose her job. And she darn sure don't want that recording there to go to the investigators. So everything's out of the bag now. She's consoled she's going to lose her job either way. But she's happy she did the right thing. She shouldn't have got herself involved in it. But in the end, she did the right thing. She ratted out Timothy Ballard. Now, if I do get those medical records, Timothy Ballard is no longer just involved in the cover-up. Those medical records make him a participant in my murder. Yes, a participant. Not just a cover-up. Because he is now involved with denying me my my medical equipment. And he's not doing anything about Boone. Boone's still in practice. So if I get the medical records, his career's over. He probably goes to prison for a long time. If I don't get the records, then he's guilty of covering it up. I've already got enough to put Boone away. It's time for him to go to prison. He just needs to pack his clothes. Now, there's not much anybody's ever going to do for me. I'm pretty much past the point of no return. You know, if you want to come chop my firewood for me, forget it. I've still got some money left. I can afford to pay you for it. Okay? I've been paying my way since I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, that's paying my board. Ain't never been in debt, never been in prison. Still paying my way. You want to do something free for somebody? Go find a real veteran. Do something for them. I didn't get shot at. I didn't lose any body parts. The mind I lost was from the VA. Yeah, I got paper cuts. I got hangnails. I changed batteries. I didn't get shot at. I've been shot at since then. And I couldn't have done it. I could have gone to war. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't hold a candle to those men who did. And those men who went to war and died for this country, lost body parts, lost minds, lost their lives, destroyed their families' lives. Families, those men and their families are being taken care of here in Alaska by Roy Boone, and their horrible treatment is being covered up by Cynthia Joe, Dorothy Ballard, and Debbie. Now, what I need people to do, if you really want to help, not me, the veterans here in Alaska, you download this video, you send a link to it to everybody you know, you post it on every website, you send a link to this to every person in the United States, to every politician in every state and every office. I want everybody to know about this. Our veterans don't deserve this. Now, like I said, if you just want to volunteer some time, go find somebody that actually fought in the war for them. I've had a great life. Until I came down with cancer, I'd never been sick a day of my life. I never had a cold. I never had the flu. None of that. None of that. I've had an awesome life. And I've already been dead before, too. I got the t-shirt. In fact, I got the t-shirt twice. Yeah. It's not a big deal. You get loads of rest. No waking up for piss call. No alarm clocks don't wake you up. Noisy neighbors don't wake you up. The only bad part about dying is coming back. Well, I'm 70 years even this year. And considering my health right now, no matter what happens, it's not going to improve very much. Considering my health right now, coming back's not an option. Yeah, it's pretty much out of the picture now. If you live around Soldotna, Alaska, or Kasilof, Alaska, I don't have anybody I can call here. Only my PCA. And I need somebody to help with what he can't do. I don't know anybody in the state of Alaska to call except for my PCA. And because the VA pays for his services, he's not allowed to help me with legal stuff. He's not allowed to help me with my finances, my money. And the VA won't talk to him. So if it's a day when I can't talk on the telephone, I can't call the VA. There's a whole lot more of them than days that I can. So if you live around here and you're looking for some odd jobs, maybe occasionally, maybe take me to a doctor's appointment. My PC doesn't get paid for that. He only gets 1 hour a day. He has to cook my meals at his house with his food and bring them to me because there's not enough time to cook a meal. And he doesn't get paid for that. He don't get paid for taking me to doctor's appointments, but he does. Anytime I need if I need a ride to town for something, he'd jump out and take me right then. Never ask a question. But he can't get paid for that. And I can't reimburse him either because he'd lose his job if he let me reimburse him for that stuff. So I can't ask him for that. I need somebody that I can pay to take me to doctor's appointments. So there's probably not going to be a whole lot for them anymore. I occasionally need to go to town for groceries. And I need somebody to help me with a will. Right now, somebody that told me to die alone will never have to work again. I need to change that will so that that money goes to somebody who deserves it. I need to write some goodbye letters. Basically get my estate together. I haven't been able to file my income taxes for 2 years. I need some help with that. Stuff like that. You don't have to be a notary. If you are, it would help. If not, we'll go to town and do it at the bank and file the documents at the borough offices. But then, like I say, I want to pay you for this. I don't want this for nothing. You want to do something for nothing, go do it for somebody who did more than I did. Now, if you work for the VA, and if there really is a database somewhere with everybody's records in it from previous health centers in the VA, and you can access those records, if you contact me, right, it would be greatly appreciated. It's going to make this case come to an end. It's going to show everybody what's truly going on here. Now, I've been accusing Ballard in front of everybody he knows, family and friends, for almost 3 years now, or about 2.5 years now, of covering up for a murder. Now I'm accusing him of being a participant in a murder. How many times would I have to accuse you of being involved in a murder before you sue me for slander? He can't sue me because he knows my medical records are going to have to come to light, and he's going to prison. So if you can access those medical records, please contact me. Okay, I guess that's about it, people. It's up to you. There's a lot of vets here in Alaska that need your help badly. I'm pretty sure that once this gets going, I think we're going to find some that have already died, thanks to Roy Boone. So keep that in mind. This ain't just me. Please think about the vets up here in Alaska. Please.